Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Shape the World, and we have a very special session today. Today is the unveiling and the launch of something called Goodwill Vows. The idea is that philanthropy is not about wealth, it's about generosity. And Goodwill Vows makes this possible. You don't have to wait to be rich to give. You can signal your intention anytime, regardless of your age, your wealth, your background, obviously your race, and you can be an individual or an organization. It is true that people can be generous before they're rich. It is true that if you design this in a careful way, you can make it cost-free for people to express that generosity. If you design this in a careful way, you can actually make it reinforcing for people to be generous. We don't touch any of the money you donate. So when you make a vow, this site, UPG, we don't touch your money, right? Your money goes straight to who you're committing it to. This site just acts, if you like, in a trustee capacity for your vow. This site says, hey, Rodrigo's made a vow, and we let people know that Rodrigo's made a vow. And Rodrigo's honored his vow, we let people know Rodrigo's honored his vow. It's so funny. Ashish is so much in the kitchen. Like, he can probably answer all of these questions. Should we do a test to see if there's any questions you can't answer? Ashish, you want to take the first one?
Sure. Well, the great news is this is designed from the very beginning to be open to any organization in the world, any nonprofit in the world.
Playing a small game to see if there's any question that Ashish cannot answer. I'm happy to put money on the fact that there's none, but let's see how it goes. All right, so next question I want. Adana is asking, is there a specific amount of money required to make a vow?
I believe this is designed from the very beginning to be open to all amounts of money. So even if it's a very small amount, there's really no there's no designed average or no designed minimum or maximum.
How does Goodwill Vows ensure that the contributions are put to the use, I guess, that was vowed for? Great question, Rosalind.
Sure, I can take that one for sure. Yeah, so this is designed to solve the problem that many nonprofit organizations have in the world, which is it's so difficult to raise money which is unrestricted. So capacity funding that actually enables the organization to survive. So the vow process is designed to enable organizations to have access to funds that are actually for the mission of the organization, not specified by the donor. Most organizations raise money which is restricted. So the donor says you can only use it for this project or that project. This is designed to be as unrestricted as possible. So that's, I think, the problem we're trying to solve in the world. Yemi, have I answered it right, or maybe I've missed something?
I think you're spot on.
This is designed a little bit like the 1% pledge that some of the wealthiest philanthropists in the world make. But what we're doing is we're really democratizing that and enabling anyone to get the same way to be recognized and way for their commitment to be honored. So, taking that very successful 1% pledge and democratizing it for the whole world is, I think, part of, at least my understanding of what we're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm just trying not to play the geek here because there's so many geek add-ons that we have built in. And if you don't ask the questions, we don't know how geeky you want us to be. So you need to ask the questions. Thank you all for being here. Your presence really shows us that we have something that's touching lives. As at noon before we went live, the early users of the site have racked up $40,000 plus in vows, and as we've mentioned already, over 100 organizations, beneficiaries registered, and the vows literally have come from all world regions. So really powerful. Please check out the site and please give us feedback. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you again as this family grows. Have a great day, and let's continue to shape the world.